What's good, fellas? Back second time this week. I'm gonna show you guys how to make an emotional, like, little TJ, JI, Stunna Gambino kind of beat, So yeah, let me show you a little bit right here. Yeah, so I'm gonna get into the sample now. Alright, so yeah, I got the BPM here. Let's get into that. 95, pretty standard, like TJ kind of, JI kind of stuff. By the way, it's in halftime, so it's pretty much effectively 190 BPM. So you saw the way I kind of finessed the drums there, just made it a little bouncy and stuff. So you're gonna kind of want to play that into that like 170 to like 200 BPM kind of field, I guess. Maybe a little slower, a little faster, but you can fuck around with that. But yeah, anyway, let's do this one by one. So I got the piano right here. So it's actually based on a MIDI from my boy Ollie. I'll link his Instagram in the description below. But yeah, let me show you the MIDI actually first. So this was the actual MIDI he sent. So I'm just gonna use the FL keys to sort of show you what it's about. Yeah, so I mean it's pretty cool, but I want to definitely change a few things. So yeah, first thing I did was obviously like speed up the chords. You could tell just from my MIDI right here that I like kind of half-timed the chords, made it play like 4 chords in 8 bars effectively, whereas his was just 2 chords in 8 bars. Changed the key, dropped it down by 1 to B minor. So yeah, we're in B minor now. Just got rid of that top line completely, wasn't really feeling it. And I just have a little bit of like accent notes here kind of. So what you want to notice is you want to kind of make a pattern to make it catchy, right? You want to have a sort of simple kind of pattern. And what you'll notice in all of these, as well as the chords, is this got this little pattern right here. C sharp D, C sharp D. So that's like a constant like pattern. And right here I simplify it. So this is like the more complex version, this is the more simplified version. And I keep that C sharp D. That's like the simple sort of like catchy pattern that's gonna get people's attention. So here's what the piano sounds like. Here's what my piano sounds like. Yeah, so I mean, it looks like there's a lot going on, but it's mostly just in between the chords, and it's just like filler notes pretty much. So nothing crazy. So the actual sound I used for this was the grand piano from Keyscape. Just the normal grand piano, no reverb, anything, just threw it on there. But then coming to the effects, I did add reverb, EQ, usual stuff. Nothing going on there, pretty much just the reverb's on. So yeah. Next we have the top line, so I sprinkled a little bit of top line on there just like he did. I wanted to make my own sort of, so here's what that sounds like. Yeah, so pretty much just a few notes just sprinkled on top. So together that sounds like this. Yeah, so there's like enough going on in this first piano melody that I don't want to add too much here, so that's pretty much all there is to it. Okay, so for effects on the top line, I just have reverb standard. But then you probably heard the delay too. It's like a little bit of delay. So I like to differentiate the top line and the main sort of piano. So I generally put a delay on it just a little bit. And the settings aren't too high. I lowered the volume and everything. But yeah, pretty much just that. Then we have this ambient pad just from Analog Labs. The bank is Haze as the Devil Innocent too. And yeah, the sound's Azrael in that bank. So here's what it sounds like. And yeah, it just repeats itself. So it's just literally the chords, just copied and pasted. I got rid of the bass notes, got rid of the top line, all that. So yeah, for the effects on that, just Pancake 2 just to shift it a little bit. Going over 2 bars, mixed on 60, so turned it down. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Then we have synth bass from Omnisphere, the Growler Moog bass, goated bass. I use it like in all sorts of ambient sort of beats. So yeah, just pretty standard stuff, following the bass notes exactly. Yeah, Growler Moog bass right there. So then for effects, I just always put the EQ on. It's just a preset I have. So yeah, it just cuts out some of the highs, boosts these lows, and cuts out like the lowest lows kind of stuff, like the mighty kind of lows. And here's what the bass sounds like. And then I have these vocals from Arcade. So here's what that sounds like. Yeah, and yeah, it's from the Stay Tonight in the hooked like line bank, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, then I got a ton of effects on it to sort of alter it, sort of just make it work with the sample. So first thing was the reverb, as always. Then I added this magic switch, just like I think it's free. I'm not sure. It's like a free kind of chorus plugin, and it just sounds really good, man. It just sounds really good. Then yeah, Little Altar Boy is great on vocals. It's got a ton of presets in here. I really fuck with this high octave double. Just creates like this kind of like high pitched like mechanical stuff. So yeah, then delay. I always add a ton of delay to my vocals, and since it's at halftime, I have the times changed a little bit. But yeah, so standard delay. I have to layer these two, so I add another one right here. Then Pancake, same as the pad pretty much, is 50%. Just going left to right sort of. And then the EQ, which is super important, these vocals. So yeah, without the EQ. Yeah, too loud, right? Too loud without the EQ. You gotta have the EQ just to make it sound right. So cut out all these lows. Cut out a lot of these highs too, just boost it a little bit right here, and that's it. And then yeah, it was getting into the low end initially too, so I cut that out. It doesn't really matter. And yeah, that's a sample. So pretty much just kept it pretty simple for this one compared to some of the other Pain ones. But yeah, Lil TJ's beats are generally simpler than the more like soul inspired ones. But yeah, I'll get into the drums now. Just a basic ass clap first of all. Standard stuff. Then I got this hi-hat pattern. It's just got the standard Pain bounce you hear a lot. So you never really want to two-step on these like sort of emotional beats. You could, but this bounce sounds a lot better. So yeah, the hi-hat pattern is super simple. Obviously it has to be when you're dealing with a really high BPM, but yeah, just keep it real simple for that. Then I got the spins here, standard stuff. So I usually shorten it for these like high BPM sort of Pain beats. So yeah, I turn the out knob like halfway. And yeah, here's the pattern. So yeah, it follows the root notes of the melody pretty much exactly. So yeah, then the kick just follows the 808 rack kick, standard kick. Yeah, it's usual stuff. Got this crash here. So I don't use crashes too often. I use open hats more, but I think it's suited more. That's what that sounds like. You're hearing a lot of Pain beats, and then another thing you also hear in a lot of Pain beats is the reverse crash at the end of the pattern. So when you play those two together, it sounds like this. yeah, pretty much just that. So you hear that a lot. Standard open hat, just the Mafia open hat. And yeah, I got envelope on it as always, just to make it cut off before the clap. Standard. And then yeah, bounce snare right here. Also just the standard bounce snare. So yeah, like I got these little rolls at the end here, sort of like this more of a roll here. Just a little bit of a run there, I guess, too. But yeah, like nothing crazy. So that's pretty much the beat. So for arrangement, it's nothing crazy. So I got this first part doesn't have the piano at all, the main piano that is. It has the top line and stuff. So you just kept it these parts, and then I have like a little fake out section right here, like for the hook. So it kind of swells in. So yeah, like those kind of things just add a hype to your beat, where you have it like sort of cut off, and you can just go into this and sort of mess around with like which parts you want to wear, like sort of chop the beat up, kind of. So yeah, and then everything else is pretty normal except for that. Just I got this working with the transition too. I have this little transitions here. Obviously got my tag, Ollie's tag, and yeah, that's the beat. So yeah, this kit won't be out for a while probably, because this is literally the first loop. I think it's gonna be a 20 loop pack, and it's not gonna be out anytime soon, I don't think, but I don't know. Yeah, fuck with loop size still, because we're gonna be dropping plenty of stuff every week, so tutorials, kits, all that. So yeah, peace out.